I'm Susan Graham of Senior Edge Legal. When someone dies, what do I need to do legally? Well, the first thing is if they die at home, it's necessary to call the coroner. When someone does not die in the presence of a medical professional, then the coroner needs to come in and make a report and do the death certificate. So that's the first step if someone dies at home. But then there are the issues of what's next. Well, the first thing you need to do, assuming you're the one who's going to be responsible, or even if you're not ultimately the one who's going to handle the affairs, but you're the one on the scene that needs to step up, what you need to do is secure the residence. You need to be certain that people can't come and go and just fill up their pickup with different items from the home. If someone has a pet, you need to make arrangements for the care of that pet. If there are people that are dependent on the person who died, you need to make sure that they're properly cared for. I'm talking about perhaps the person who died is a caregiver for another family member, or the person who died has minor children, or there are other people that are dependent on them. The next step is to be certain that someone gets in the position so they can access the assets that belong to that person. That means they need to, for instance, for life insurance, contact the life insurance company and let them know that someone has died. The insurance company will then send a claim form that needs to be returned with a certified copy of the death certificate, and then the assets will be distributed wherever that original statement filed with the insurance company says. So if it says the beneficiary of the life insurance is my spouse, the check will be made out to the spouse. You do the same thing for different retirement accounts. For bank accounts, the bank accounts may be paid on death accounts. And if so, then it's necessary to take a death certificate down to the bank, and the bank will then issue a check to whomever is nominated on that POD or paid on death designation. There are other steps that need to be taken with titled assets. It depends on how those assets are titled. If they're titled in the name of the decedent and they're a single person, it will be necessary to do a death probate. What I'm saying is if they own real property and it's the name of a single dead person, the decedent, or if they have titled assets that exceed $100,000 other than real property, it's necessary to go through probate. Sometimes between husbands and wives, there are accounts that are set up so that all of the money goes to the surviving spouse, such as a brokerage account that says it's joint tenancy with rights of survivorship or community property with rights of survivorship. Then the surviving spouse just shows a death certificate and the asset will be transferred to the surviving spouse. If there's real property, though, that's in the name of the husband and the wife, then it's also necessary to probate that estate to get the title cleared to just the wife's name. There are a lot of steps. So when someone dies, what do I need to do legally? I think you need to take a deep breath and then think about what are the next steps and contact a professional attorney to help you go through those steps.